Hello, Cancer. It's Jen here. I'm doing a timeless reading for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm using a new deck of cards. I don't think they're new. I've seen other people use them, but new to me, the Modern Tarot, Love Tarot, I think it's called. I like them. I hope you are doing well. That one? Okay. Let's just get into it. The Moon card. So I'm doing Cancer. Cancer, you just had your. Did you already have it? Your new moon. Let me look. And these are timeless, but if I'm talking about a specific timing event and you're watching this later, then looking back to when that event occurred. So I think that was in June, was it not? New moon in Cancer, June 28th. So looking back to that time period, if you're, whenever you see this reading and what was going on there, what or it could be I'm hearing your full moon. So something about the moons may have a significant timing. You may even want to go back and like double check. If something comes up, you're like, I have no freaking idea if it's around a moon. Maybe go check. You might be surprised. But the moon, it's in your feels, as they at least used to say, which can be uncomfortable and unsettling and confusing, but it's also the way through, right? You have to go through those feelings down here in Trevor Hall, in and through the body, to really heal things or make sense of things and get to the other side. Is the only way is through. I just heard through the trauma. So some of you may be thinking of going to counseling. No one thinks that they really need counseling. Everyone downplays their trauma. So if you're like, yeah, I don't need therapy, everyone can benefit from therapy. And it's surprising what you may find lurking that's a barrier to you that you're not even aware of. Exactly, the Nine of Swords. What keeps you up at night? What makes you worry or have anxiety more than maybe you need to? These are often that fight or flight from past experiences that gave us that were difficult and negative and triggered that part of ourselves and play out every day in our lives that we in ways we're not even necessarily aware of. This is insomnia, just being up at night, reliving things and rehashing things. And the more you think about, my son was telling me this, I can't remember how he explained it, but basically, the more you think and remember something, the more you keep it. It's kind of like in Office, when you open up a Word document or an Excel spreadsheet, it offers you the most recent, like you're keeping these things that don't necessarily serve you but feed your fear in your recent folder instead of just filing them somewhere once, like, okay, that's complete. It's like they're up there because you're still working on them. You could tell I work in an office setting. Knight of Wands, honeymoon period, energy, inspiration, motivation, passion. The honeymoon period, I think I already said that. Some people could be going on a honeymoon or getting married. That just came in. But this is exciting. This is movement. You could move in with someone. This is going on a vacation with someone. You could be a little bit apprehensive about, I don't know, I'm seeing, connection here. Like you're in your feels, This is anxiety and insomnia. These are your fears injecting into your feelings. So maybe there's a little bit of self-sabotage. I don't know. If you're not sure if um, your sort of confusion is real or not, again, something like therapy. That's what therapists do. They help you figure things out. You may be pumping the brakes a little, or you could be running towards an attachment fast. No, it doesn't have to be, but this is new love or romance coming in. What's this next? Oh, balance. Holy fucking shit. This, sorry, excuse my language, but I have seen this card. It came up yesterday, and to me, this is couples counseling. It's never too early to do couples counseling in a relationship. I think if couples would go to counseling where a counselor could talk you through like pre-marriage and talking about, how do you feel about domestic and, chores around the house? Because how do you feel about children and who's raising the children? And would you support one parent staying home to take care of the children and not working for a while or ever? Or how do you feel about retirement? Where do you want to live? All these types of things. I think we just assume that we're on the same page. I will tell you, my my ex was kind of a neat freak, which was a major red flag for me right there. But he always like had his affairs in order, so I was like, oh, good, he'll be a good partner in everything because he's, I don't know. And he said, well, I only would do that until I didn't have to anymore, implying that as the woman, it was my job to take care of the house. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We both worked, and okay, whew, seems like I still need therapy, right? But I mean, some of those ugly truths coming out down the road when you're already hitched to someone, right? The justice card, contracts, married, you could dodge a bullet. So someone like a therapist, I'm even seeing, I think therapists are the way to go, but Phil, have you ever seen the movie? I thought it was hysterical. It probably didn't get good. I don't know if other people liked it, but I found it hysterical. It's with Mandy Moore, John Krasinski, Robin Williams, and a bunch of other pretty well known, some other pretty well known stars mixed in there. And License to Wed, I think it's called. And they basically go to this pastor, whatever, and for a marriage course, like a pre-marriage course, and kind of he brings the reality of what, being married and kids. I think it's hysterical, but I have to admit it's probably a really good idea. The Hermit. Are those balloons? Yeah, it's like a balloon festival. She's, or what, I don't know why I said she, but this person is getting a higher perspective. They're alone. Those balloons to me, right, represent a higher perspective, different thoughts and ideas. You're floating different thoughts and ideas out there. And we need this time to process how we fucked up our last marriage or our last relationship or some situation in our lives. So, I mean, if you do therapy, you go to therapy, but then you have kind of these two. This is Virgo energy, by the way. This reflective energy where you sitting in your thoughts and your feels and your feelings. Facing your fears, I'm getting with the Nine of Swords. because something has you really fired up and it's freaking you the fuck out, is what I'm getting. All right, let's pull some more cards from this deck. Yeah, you're really in analyzing and soul searching mode, big time. So I don't know if there was some event recently that that really sort of brought something into focus that's really been making you think. And if someone really doesn't want to go to therapy, oh boy, I don't know, because I've went to therapy with my ex, and he went, but he did not like, he was just there to be like, see, I went. And I'm sure, trust me, I did plenty of things wrong in that relationship, but he had some extreme behavior things. But so participate. If they first of all, if someone doesn't want to go at all, you have to think, how is this going to be when things get really hard, when a parent dies, when one of you has a serious sickness. My friend has MS, and we laugh like how glad we are her first husband cheated on her, because he would have been a horrible partner for her with this chronic serious disease. Okay, I forgot my train of thought. The Hanged Man. So this is an aha moment. Yeah, again, change in perspective, higher perspective, really examining things from all angles. Enlightenment. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. Uniqueness? It's like Uniqua from the Backyard again. Your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. Yeah, there's something you're really chewing on here. Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning. See, this is why this work, as uncomfortable as it can be, this may be a little bit of a dark night in the soul, at least in some area of your life. It doesn't have to be your whole life. Going through it and in through the body, feeling it, going through it, brings this, your cup full runneth over. Your cup is full, and you just feel so much better. You have this new emotional beginning, this new baseline with your emotions once you've dealt with some things. New love coming in. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Yeah, there's definitely a spiritual awakening happening. Here we have the Nine of Swords again. Yep, we know. We know you're working through some things. And so she's looking out to that full moon right there. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Seven of Summer. So look, all these options and joy and positive things await you. This is a very creative energy. We need that time to daydream. Yeah, the card's about, hey, pick something. You can't just, a bit of analysis paralysis, which actually goes with that Hermit card for me. But it's also, we need that time to daydream and ponder and consider, and for creativity to come in, and to kind of, it's like that spiritual awakening and that download, and then for it to be directed into our day-to-day lives, whether that comes out in a creative project or just behaviors and philosophies, and learning to let things go and go with the flow and things like that. I'm hearing no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing options. This has been a really interesting reading, Cancer. Um, I feel like you're doing a lot of hard work, and it's really going to start to pay off, and you will feel um, much happier and also like passionate and excited moving forward and open and less fear in your day-to-day life informing your or sort of that has maybe been preventing you from doing things you want to do, that's been holding you back. Okay. I will leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd certainly appreciate it. Take care.